Angeles, Hi.
Other action figures each sold separately. From
Record her.
Jimmy, get the door. It must be Cousin Willie. Okay. Hi. What's up?
The following video is rated R and is intended for an adult audience. So if you're under 18, take a fucking hike, eh? As this video may contain adult themes and situations, strong language and opinions, good and bad advice, cannabis cultivation and consumption. So as long as you're a responsible adult, kick back, spark one up, and enjoy the show.
And Queen works only occasionally.
Hold on, that's loud. That's still pretty loud. Let's put it on right about there so it's not coming through the speakers. And then we'll turn up the desktop audio just a little bit. How is that for audio right there, everybody? Let me know. And hi, everybody. CANNABEARD grows here. How you doing? How you doing? Cannabunny will be here with us very shortly. I can hear her coming. She's literally she's just a little slower than CANNABEARD is because she's got a crutch and a frickin'
I had to go bathroom.
And she's got an air cast and shit on. So
Well, I don't have a crutch. I have an air cast.
you should be using your crutch.
I know.
Coffee time. You know, in chat, I got apparently a joke. Every time CANNABEARD says something about a coffee, you guys got to take a dab. Apparently that's the rule. So, coffee time, motherfucking coffee time. Don't you wish your coffee was good like mine? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? You know, I gotta trim the mustache when every time I take a sip of the coffee I get a big fucking froth mustache.
And also, Happy Mother's Day.
Shit, yeah. Happy Mother's Day.
I wanted to mention that because my mom had phoned me really early in the morning one day, and then also someone here is, I'm having Wagyu steak out with Mom. Shit's way expensive, but so good.
Yeah, I've never had that. I'm gonna try it one of these times, but also I want to explain the title. I don't know why I'm pointing my wrist like a watch, but the title of this episode, I'm Addicted. No, I'm not addicted to cannabis. I love cannabis, but I don't think you can really get addicted to cannabis. I mean, you can want it, you can like it, but I don't think there's like a physical addiction that you can get. I mean, maybe a little bit.
Well, I've met some people that have like
I'm not a doctor.
Issues where as soon as they stop smoking, they're like,
yeah, but that's their
I'm
anger
pissed
issues.
at everything.
That's their anger issues that the cannabis tends to help. That's not exactly an addiction. Anyway,
They're addicted to be around when they're...
What I'm addicted to is fucking this game on Steam called Rust. I can't stop playing it. I've been growing cannabis in the game. There is an amazing cannabis growing mechanic in the game, and I can't stop playing it. And on that note, I'm going to have to do a schedule. I'm going to have to figure it out and play that game appropriately. I've been letting it take up too much of my time. And that's fun. It's a new thing. I've been having fun with it. But I got to calm down a little bit. I got to make it on a couple days a week only. So I'm going to do a schedule coming up here soon for my Twitch streams. Because I'm a bit addicted right now and I need to slow down. That's the real thing.
I quit every year for like 2 months. I just drink more during them. That's actually, like, I could kind of understand that. I did take a tolerance break for, I think, only about 2 weeks, but it made a difference.
On dab.
Yeah, but I had a little bit
of some cheese
of my shots combo. Because I don't drink very much, but when I do, it is like a good happy amount.
Yeah. So check me out on Twitch if you haven't already. I've been gaming over there lots. I've been growing weed and having a lot of fun. Fuck, man. It's one of the most amazing things that can happen to a streamer happened to me last night. I got raided by a huge channel. 1,700 people raided my channel last night. Holy crap, it was insane. A lot of them were cannabis people too, which was really cool. There might even be a few here in chat. Shout out in chat if you came here from Spoon Kid. But man, there was a lot of people in my Twitch chat last night. Again, I'm hoping there's some crossover. I hope some of the people come over here. It'd be pretty cool. Oh, that's not CBD. That's not the cheese. That's the cheese.
If I had a Wagyu steak for like $100, I'd be okay with that. Just because I've seen some go for a lot more, so it's just like probably not the top
Did
grade,
they at least sub some of them? I got a couple of subs. I gained about 2 or 3 subs only, but I did gain something like 300 and something followers. I gained more followers. What happened?
This got stuck to my thing.
Oh, yeah, I doubled my followers last night. That's a good start, man. Guyhold, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Is it Guyhold or Geehold?
Yeah, that's a good choice. Is it? Because I say Guyhold. Is it Geehold? Like that reduced butter?
I'm making a 7-gram RSO batch. I think we were going to be doing some of that with my sweet and sour. Oh,
nope.
You're right. Oh.
Not sweet and sour. It's sour snobber.
Okay, it's close enough. But are we going to actually do a BHO?
Yes.
Okay.
So I got this little puck right here. I can't show you because I only have one camera in here right now. But I got this little puck, and I'm going to make a little tiny bit of rosin right now. I'll show you the product after, but I don't have another camera in here at the moment. I don't have it set up like that. I wasn't really thinking ahead of time here. But we are going to not Guyhold. Yeah, I was kind of half sure I was saying it wrong. Here, I'll take my glasses off for a second. It's not exactly super well lit in this room. There we go. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for about a minute, long enough for me to have a quick dab here. Rob Josh, I said that very dyslexically. Josh Rob, I must have missed the notification. Sorry guys. Hey man, you only missed it by about 10 minutes or 12 minutes or something like that. We're just getting started. It's all good.
High or low temp for pressing?
I am currently pressing at 185 because I'm pressing flour.
Low?
I like low temp. 185 for flour, which is like mid temp.
Bye Jefferson. Go eat Mom's Day dinner.
Oh. Enjoy. Say hi to Mom for me. Oh, I'm like, what was I gonna do? The dab counters. We got to get them dab counters going. That's what's happening. I'm actually gonna bring this, I think, into Twitch. The dab counter. Oh, hold on. Numlock is on. Where's damn Numlock? There we go. Yeah, we're at 1 each, yeah?
Mm-hmm. This looks like a very nude or very pinky color.
Your lipstick? Mm-hmm. I think it looks okay. She doesn't like it, but I thought it looked fine.
No, I'm talking about on camera. It turns out a little different than in person.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And while I'm waiting for that to cool down, let's see who was first in chat today. I started the chat a little early, put up a notification system thing today, and that seemed to work okay. But let's have a look here. Billy the Kid was first, followed very shortly by a Jason Windsor, Mr. Canna Mike, Dr.
Someone's
Mercenary.
got some super lemon haze and blue cheese.
Yeah, I like me some lemon haze. I want to smoke. Freak show, baby.
I should have brought my torch, because this is why I like to bring my torch.
Oh yeah.
50 and windy is chilly.
Yeah, it's
Move
been
plants back inside.
It's been cold and chilly here. The only thing that's been a saving grace is my greenhouse is nice and warm inside. I've actually
I've contemplated going in there just so I could start the babies and if they could just live in there.
Yeah. We're going to start them maybe even today. It's kind of a nice day out today for the first time in a little while.
Well, I was just thinking because I could go out there and just listen to my headphones.
Yeah.
And just do
I put the cannabis plants, my outdoor cannabis plants, out there just to get some sun one day, and then I forgot them out there overnight, and I checked the temperatures, and they were okay. And then the next day was nice and sunny, and they were looking so happy. They were all like, sun, ah. I didn't want to take them back inside, so they've been living out there for almost a week now. I got these little 1-gallon pots with my cannabis growing out there, and they're doing good. And they're going to be transplanted into 30-gallon pots.
Are those our outdoor in general plants, though?
Well, those are greenhouse. One of them we're going to stick outdoor because I don't want to grow that many in the greenhouse this year. I want to really focus on 2 big photo periods and then a couple of autoflowers for fun.
Did we have 4 or 3 last year?
We had 3. And three took up the scrog almost too much, which is why I think this year if I do 2, I can spread it out a little bit better and have just a little more comfort.
And we are
room.
not going to bring in any mystery plants this time.
Yeah. By the way,
Just
everybody,
stay outside.
don't forget, smash that like button. You can even poke it. You can gently caress the like button, but please do press it if you could be so kind. If you're watching on a TV or something, you just got to go up into those little weird extra stuff and like it's in there somewhere. I don't know.
There we go. It got dirty.
Did you have your dab?
Yes.
There we go.
This is now a CBD dab.
Speaking of which, it's probably time to come over here and double press on this. Give it a little squish down right now with a little bit more pressure. I'd actually not done much pressure there. That was kind of just sitting on the puck kind of hard there, getting it warm. Because you kind of want to bring your cannabis up to temperature. You don't want to just start pressing immediately. It's got to get warm, baby. Warmth is important when it comes to this. Holy crap, dude. Wow. I wish I could show you. I had a camera in here to show you. I'll show you the paper before I take it off. But you seen what I put in there? That was like 1.5 grams. It was a little tiny puck. And there's fucking resin coming out, and it's blonde as fuck. And it's like coming out of the paper. I did not expect that.
You're now sitting under SF4000. Okay.
What's that? Mine are settled under an SF4000. Yeah. Spider Farmer. Nice.
Gotta run to distillery. Bye.
Cheers. Okay, by the way, this is some of the cannabis here. Let me, this is a pretty good one. This is some of Bunny's Grow right here. This is what I'm crushing right now is a little bit of this. This is Sour Stomper from Mephisto. You know what this looks like? It looks like a dildo with the little thing on the end. You know what I mean? Like it's got this thing and then the boop. You know those hook J, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I just don't want to talk about it.
I don't, we don't have to talk about it. I'm just saying it kind of reminds me of it for a second.
Yes, it does.
Okay, now I'm going to release this over here. Wow, man.
Running DoorDash.
So,
ow,
it's hot. This is the puck. Ow, it's hot. Ow, it's 185 degrees. Ow. It's fucking hot. Whew. But it smells amazing. Bunny, can you smell that in the air?
No, I kind of got a stuffy nose. It smells like candy.
Yeah, it fucking smells good, man. Woo. I mean, you can't go wrong with Mephisto genetics. But here we go, folks. This is what came off of 1 gram. It's really sticky. I know it doesn't look like much, but it was pushing out the end. This is also no bag. This is just a chunk of... But look at that. I know it's hard to tell. There's a bit of a better angle. A couple of tokes, man. That's all I wanted out of it. Couple of dabs.
It looks like an 8.
So here, let me grab the thing I cleaned off earlier. Yep, that's the one.
Why is growing outside so hard? Because you have the debris from other
Bugs.
things and
Bugs and dust and dirt and bugs and bugs and bugs.
Yeah. Debris from the world and bugs.
And pollen from other pricks that don't fucking call their garden.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and pollen, and also if you have any certain kind of trees in the area, you're gonna have to
we had
really
tree
clean.
sperm all over our fucking plants. It ended up tasting like a pine tree instead of a plant.
Mother Nature don't make anything easy. Well, yeah, that's why you grow in tents.
That's why tents and greenhouses are awesome, because you can control it and still harness Mother Nature a little bit. That's why greenhouses are so awesome, for sure. Wow, baby.
And animals.
Wow.
That would be true. If you don't have the right fences or things and, like, deer can actually get to it. I've heard things about that. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. How's everything going so far?
We don't have a lot happening here, because, again, we only squished about a gram. Yes?
Question, CANNABEARD. Start my first grow and want to get a 4-plant ACINFINITY. Any LED light suggestions?
Check the ACINFINITY lights out, man. Honestly.
Oh!
Okay.
We got someone in the ER that can't smoke. I know what that feels like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you get better soon.
Well, not the ER. Well, I was in the ER, right? Was I?
Yeah, emergency. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here's the deal. I want to talk about this for a half second. I can't promote them very heavily right now because I'm under contract from another company. Mars Hydro rocks. Go get yourself a Mars Hydro light. Use my code CANNABEARD. Get yourself a discount on Mars Hydro stuff. Where is it? Hold on. Bam, right there. Let's give them the love, man. Although, realistically, my Sunday session is not one of my sponsored shows from Mars Hydro. However, just wanted to give them a little plug before I started talking about another company here. Check out the ACINFINITY lights. They're brand new controller 69s when paired with their lights. The AC T lights, I believe it was, the T something series lights. I'm not sure. You'll have to double check on the website. But I'm so fucking excited. This summer, I'm going to be growing with some, and one of the things that's really, really cool is you can set the timing and the dimming on the lights digitally. So I can make the lights ramp up to 50% for a half an hour and then go to full force. And then at nighttime, I can make them ramp down to like 50% for an hour and have a long sort of evening. You can ramp your lights up and ramp them down. How does that affect cannabis? I don't know. But ramping your lights up and down like that was really important in coral propagation when I was using when I was doing a lot of marine biology stuff back in the day. And so we used to play around with a lot of lights ramping up timing wise and then ramping back down. And I truly believe that there's some effect that can be had when it comes to growing cannabis. There's the rosin we just pressed. Fucking nice. I think there can be I think there's a very good potential for some effect happening with cannabis. And it's got built-in timers and everything. You don't need to buy a timer and shit. Everything's just set on schedules that you can control and change. I fucking can't wait, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited to check that out. So, I mean, if you're looking at a budget, get yourself a Mars Hydro TS light. They're a good light for a budget. I change my tune about it. I used to make fun of them. They may be a little bit cheap. They may be a little tinfoily. But they do the job. They do. They work.
Oh, and the one who's
Cheers.
in the ER has been in the Discord for a little bit. I don't know why I wanted to call
who
it
is
a
this
card.
here? Hold on.
Michael White.
Oh, wow. It's not cured yet. This weed is just dried now.
And also, rosin does have just a different flavor.
Yeah. But wow. That's heavy, but nice. Oh. Whoa, man. Oh. Yeah, I'm really excited to play around with full control over my systems like that. I like that idea. I really like the idea of automation, control, and being able to ramp something up and ramp them down. Because here's a fact. This is real, okay? Check this out. How many of you in chat, I want to hear right now, how many in chat ramp up your lights during the stages of seedling, veg, into flower? How many of you either ramp up your lights by using the dimmer or by raising and lowering your lights? How many of you do that? Some of you might just leave a light where it is, put a plant where it is, and just let everything happen, right? Some of you make adjustments on the light intensity in order to do that. Now, I'm curious how many people do that. And then think about this. Springtime is kind of a ramp up, right? The sun is not at its maximum. It's at its maximum in the middle of summer somewhere, right? But in springtime, it ramps up.
And when I was growing up, I used to think noon was the point where it was warmest, where it's actually 2, 3 to 4.
Yeah, I would say it's about 2 in the afternoon. It kind of depends on the thing.
Sometimes 4 is like a
between
peak in
noon
our town.
and probably 3 o'clock. That 3-hour fucking period is probably, that's the hottest part of the day, generally.
Yeah, 3 o'clock is also because you
But
figure that
I
out.
want to stay on target here before I get lost. I'm high and I will easily get sidetracked. So, that being said about the ramp up and stuff, so springtime it's dimmer. During the height of summer, maximum, and then the fall, it is technically dimmer. But here's what I want to know. How many of you turn down your lights in late flower?
Oh, it is a shoe.
Yeah, I'm wearing a shoe. How many of you turn down your lights in late flower or raise them back up again to dim the late flower cycle? Or do you just crank that shit to fucking 11 and lower them right on top of them buds and fucking just radiate them as much as possible? Do you give them maximum light or do you ramp them off? I'm curious in chat how many people do that. Because you know what? Nature does that. This is why I'm thinking I want to practice and play with this concept. Because nature does this. Sun ramps up to the hottest part of the day and then ramps down. So I want to do this and have it ramp up and ramp down day and night cycle every day on my cycle in this tent. And I want to make sure that it is, minimum at the beginning, ramps up into 100% for, heavy veg right into like mid, almost late flower, and then late flower, I want to start ramping that shit down to like 70%, 60%, something like that, man.
During blades.
I run 50% until I see pre-flowers. See, this is what I'm saying. Realistically, if you look at the way nature works, flowers don't start until kind of the fall, until the weather starts turning to more dark than light. So we're talking like end of summer is when flowering technically starts on cannabis. So as the light ramps down is when the flowering is supposed to happen. Now, there might be some science behind keeping the lights on maximum during that period to give it maximum growth capabilities, but I'm just talking about the way nature does it. And I like this concept, and I think that I've seen crazy results with coral. I've seen coral. We've successfully spawned coral. Do you know what that means? That means we've simulated full moon conditions and weather conditions where it thought it was like a spring equinox. And,
you can now get apps
coral
too that tell you the
and
moon cycle.
They poop out these little eggs that float around in the column, and new corals form on little plates. We stick these little plates all over the things, and we trick corals into spawning, and then if we're lucky, a whole bunch of little new baby corals spawn on these new little plugs. I mean, you could propagate them yourself, but there's methods to getting them to actually just self-propagate like that.
If we could heighten the weird
and fuck was it cool, man.
fireplace a little bit, I almost would turn that into like an aquarium area.
We're in too small of a community to get proper aquarium equipment and maintain it unless we're talking about like a goldfish or something like that. It would have to be a very simple
Well, how do the
freshwater.
people at the Chinese store keep their fish?
They got a freshwater. That's a simple freshwater fish. That's one of the things. That's a river
There are
fish.
lots of freshwater fishes.
Yeah, there's tons. Freshwater fish are technically a million times easier. We just cannot go salt in this town. We're in
Okay.
too small of an area to
why?
go any salt. Huh?
That's why.
Yeah. I'd love to. It's also expensive as all fucking hell. You
I
can
know,
keep a
but it was
goldfish or have a
fun
pond
when
or
we
something.
had fishies and frogs.
I like the fishies and the frogs and the snails and the
I was
shrimps
gonna say,
and
actually,
stuff.
I
They were
wanted
fun.
I wanted to get all that variety because I was just like, I've seen cleaner shrimp, but it was at a Chinese store, so I only got to stay that little itty bitty time. But it was cute.
I veg on the roof at 50% and then 80 to 100 to end flower. See, this is what I'm saying. A lot of people, I think, do this. I think they ramp up the light until maximum and go maximum until they cut it down.
We got someone who extends light out time as it gets to the end of flower.
Yep, that's the kind of mentality I'm thinking. Is I'm trying to sound. I think I want to try almost the only really way I can do this. Let's be serious here for a second. If I was to honestly test like two tents side by side, one with ramping it up and down like that, and one with just normal on and off, no ramping up and down, just keeping very basic things like kind of bring up the temperature or bring up the intensity until late veg flower kind of thing, and then kind of just leave it like that, like the normal standard, what people would say is a standard. And then in the other tent, do this full ramp up, ramp down, fall, spring simulation thing, and see if it makes a fucking difference. But I would have to run something like clones in order to do this. If I ran any AUTOFLOWERS or something like that, the pheno varieties could throw way too many wrenches into the equation. And the only real way to test apples against apples is if you're using apples and not apples, oranges, and bananas. Does that make sense?
I turned down the last 2 weeks to try and preserve the terpenes.
Yeah. I think there's something to that. That's what I'm saying. Some people, I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one thinking this way, that there is other people that are saying this thing and saying that this is a good idea. Or at least they think it's a good idea, man. Oscars are pricey. Yeah, I'm talking like, I like a fancy goldfish or I'm honestly a fan of big fancy carps. So like
one weird fish
koi,
that I want that would be
fancy
like,
goldfish.
not one I thought. I want a kissy fish.
Yeah, the blood cichlids. They look like a kissy fish, like that all the time. They're fucking weird. They look like little cherub kissing fish or
We
something.
have a Chinese store and I like visiting them. I'm like,
She's got a buddy at the Chinese store. She always says,
Hello. It's like
yeah.
if they ever sell you, I want you.
Those are pretty relatively, those blood cichlids or whatever, the kissing fish things, those are pretty relatively cheap things. Those aren't a big deal. Less light triggers better trichome development. Yes, this is actually something I've read in a couple of things, in a couple of blogs, and a couple of people saying this over the time, that trichomes develop at nighttime as part of a, what I was told is it's sort of a sunblock. They treat it like a way to protect the plant. Protect the plant from sun, to protect the plant from bugs, honestly, as well.
Kind of makes sense.
And I guess the best production time for this is in the dark, is in the nighttime. When the plant is resting, the trichomes can do their best growth. However, there we go. Burntwood hitting me with the science. He's my Jamie. If this was a fucking Jerk Rogan, I like Joe Rogan, whatever, but if it was a Jerk Rogan fucking show, he's my Jamie. He hits me up with the facts and corrects me when I'm wrong. Thank you, sir. There is published literature on tomatoes. So it's not just bro science saying that like darkness produces trichomes and stuff. See, I don't know, that 48 hours of darkness when you're done, I don't know how much that really does. I do it. I subscribe to it. I know my mate Winter does. I know a lot of fucking growers do. You don't have to do it. It might not give you that much. It ain't hurting the plant. It might help trichome productions a little bit, They might just grow. Hey, it's nighttime. Let's grow fucking party time, trichome time, right? I'm like, holy shit, it's still nighttime. Fuck it, let's just keep trichoming. Maybe.
No, that just also makes me think of like that weird music study where like rock made more thorns and classical made more flowers. I tried to mimic.
Am I a veteran? No, I'm old. And hold on a second. If you're referring to this, I have gotten flack for this, but I did get like. Now here's the thing. This is a purple cross with my finger chopped in it. The very tip of the finger was chopped off. Now here's the thing. What happened? I took the tip. I'm not fingering you guys, so I'm going to go like this. But I took the tip, 45-degree angle, off of my finger on a fucking angle grinder, making tattoo machines, and I went to work the next day. I had a big client who flew in from like Calgary. It was like a 7-hour sitting. I charged $150 an hour. That was a money maker. I don't care how much pain I was in. I put some fucking numbing polysporin on the thing, and I tattooed like, it was my middle finger. So I did this. I did this a lot. Normally I tattoo like this, right? But I couldn't have my finger touching anything. It was fucking insane. So I kind of did this. And it was coloring, so it was fine. At any rate, doing this weird fucking thing with my finger up like
How
this.
How would your skin feel after a 14-hour tattoo?
Butchered. I can't personally handle past about 3 hours, and I tap right the fuck out. Anyway. I did a 7-hour session on this dude, and my boss was like, holy fuck, you need a fucking war medal for that.
Tattoo on, or your dab up there?
Huh? Oh, did I tattoo my dab? No.
Yeah.
No, I'll tattoo my dab up there. There we go. Oh shit, I just double hit it. Well, here, hold on. I better have another dab. Anyway, my boss said, you deserve a fucking war medal for that. And we kind of joked around, and a buddy of mine on the coast he owed me a fucking tattoo. And we came up, I said, I want a purple cross with a fucking ouchie finger in it. Like my finger cut off on an angle. If you look at the fucking tattoo, you can see the finger's like, tip is cut off flat, and it's all red, and it's like got ouchie lines on it. It's like this. Ouchie. Anyway, it was not meant as a disrespect thing at all, but I have had actual veterans go, are you a veteran? What's with that tattoo? And I'm like, no, I explained the story, and they're like, okay. I know, it's walking on a fence of acceptability. I didn't really think that one through too much when I got it. I thought it was kind of a funny idea. All the tattoo artists around me thought it was a funny idea. We did it, and I don't regret it, but it is what it is. Thank you. He liked circumcision so much, he did it to his finger. No. Actually, pardon me, it wasn't an angle grinder. It was a belt sander. That's what it was, a belt sander. Look.
You keep spelling it wrong and it's bugging me.
What?
Angle.
Angel?
Yeah.
Good old angel grinders.
No, I want my dick.
There we go. Now my numbers are correct.
I wanted to have a dab of the squish, and you're like, I want a dab.
Oh. Man, my coffee is too good today. I'm not going to leave right away when my coffee's gone here, but I might be sipping on Bunny's iced tea. How about that? But man, this is a good coffee today. I got to order some more of this. I've only got like 4 pods of this exact flavor left, and I'm kind of scared.
I am not a coffee person. I'm very picky, apparently.
So good, so good. You know what's funny? I remember, no shit, and I'm not trying to make fun of anyone here. Please understand this, but it was very funny. We had a couple of South Americans come into the fucking tattoo shop this one time because we had a Mexican spice store next door, and like I think it was relatives or something from out of town. Anyway, they came in and were asking about angles, man. Can I get some angles? How about some angles? You got any angle art? And my boss, honest to God, thought they meant geometric tattoos. And he pulled out all these books of geometrical tattoo artwork and shit, and they were like, angles, man, angles. And he's like, fucking took, like, my boss is not an idiot, but it was fucking hilarious that this took him so long. I didn't understand it either, to be fair. I didn't catch on until the end. And then he was like, he started doing like shit like this, like flapping. He's like, angles, angles. And we're like, He was further confusing the shit out of us. And eventually he like drew this little picture of like a stick person with wings, and we're like, angels! And we're like, oh my god! He wanted angel tattoos. He was looking for like religious tattoos with wings and shit. And we're like, angles? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm not shitting you, probably 20 minutes with this poor dude. And then we all had a really good laugh. Like, he was a good sport about it. He was not aggressive about it, but it was fucking, oh my god. Just speaking of the angel grinder there, just reminded me of that fucking, the Angles Day. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Tattooing was fun, kind of. There was some fun stuff. I miss parts of it, but I'm glad it's behind me. I'm glad I'm done with it.
And
but
then
it was fun.
fascinating that you find someone who has no tattoos.
She's got no tattoos. Not to fucking mark or anti-mark her, but yeah, no tattoos. And I think that's kind of fucking badass. That's rare. Everybody's got fucking tattoos these days. How many people in here don't have tattoos? Shout out if you don't have any tattoos. Let's see how many people fucking say that shit, man. A lot of people do, man. An angle tattoo with, yeah, right, get like a right angle with a fucking gradient in it and then some wings off of it. Like that? Oh, shit, that'd be funny. Like a fraction with some wings. What? You have tattoo, don't you, Burntwood? Wait a second. What? Okay, there's more people in here without tattoos than I expected. Wow. Shit, no shit. Now, yeah, that's actually, I'm kind of surprised at that. I'm surprised to see...
One tattoo.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see as many fucking... No tattoos here, man.
Huh.
It's kind of rare amongst our generation, is all I'm saying. From that 40 to like 20 range right now in the universe, that like big, it's a pretty big bracket, but you know what I'm saying. That bracket right there, it's pretty rare to find people without tattoos these days. My mom doesn't, but my mom's done a tattoo on me.
Oh, yeah. I love that story.
So, yeah, check this out. Where is it?
Oh
right there.
God.
Mom.
Hey, I made a mistake. How do I take it back?
Yeah, so my mom came in to the tattoo shop to see where I worked and stuff this one day when she was on a vacation out when I was working at the coast. And I said, you realize now that you're here, you're getting a tattoo. You're not leaving here without getting a tattoo. And she's like, fuck you. She's like, I'm not. She didn't say fuck you. My mom's very polite. But she's like, there's no way I'm getting a tattoo, right? Not a chance. That's not happening. Funny story, but not happening, right? And I'm like, okay, then there's only one other option. You have to tattoo me. Since somebody's getting fucking tattooed here, one of us is tattooing the other one. You decide. Either I, with a professional who knows what I'm doing, can give you a little tattoo, little tiny thing, something symbolic, just to say that I've tattooed my mother, or you can tattoo me. I'll set you up. It's just a machine. You're going to hold it, and you're going to trace a line. We'll draw it on my arm, and you can just trace the lines. We'll make it real simple, like a heart with the word mom in it. Super simple.
That is about 8 out of like about 50.
Took her like a fucking half an hour or so, but look, she did a pretty good job. I mean, some of the lines are they're definitely broken. She went through like multiple passes, but she's never done it before. Honestly, this is like 20 fucking years old, and it still holds up good. But here's the funny story. She tried to put this little, like, an infinity squiggle thing underneath it, and she kind of like... She went, and she's like, oh, wait a minute, that's not how I do it. I was supposed to do it the loop the other way. She goes, how do I erase that? How do I go back? So now I've got this weird squiggle. Some of this weird squiggle thing underneath the mom. She was like, wait a second, that's not an infinity thing. That looks like I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a pear or something. And she's like, how do I erase that? How do I go back? And I'm like, you can't go back. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, that's permanent. And she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no. I'm like, now do you understand why it's stressful to be a tattooist? You can't make an inch of a line in the wrong spot or that shit looks like trash. And this doesn't look like trash. I love it. It's an amazing story. The story is the best. My mom was so upset. She's like, to this day, she doesn't like that squiggle. And she's like, oh, I just wish I could have. And I'm like, you know my pain. I've got lots of tattoos out there. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could have just... Oh, God. A human heart. Yeah, it does kind of look like a heart, eh? Or, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Ow.
Actually, you know, oh my God, you know what it looks like? It looks like a cute cartoon of an aphid. Look, it's got little feet right here. 2 little feet, it's a little fat body, and 2 little antennas sticking up. Oh, it's a little aphid cute buddy. Or a heart with like some lines, whatever. Anyway, I think it's fucking hilarious, and I love it. And it's a good story. My mom tattooed me. She fucking loves the fact.
I guess because I was also there and I seen her go like, "You want to take it back?"
She likes pointing it out to her old lady friends that have never met me. She's like, "Look at this." She grabs me. "Look at, I did a tattoo on my son. Look." She thinks it's fucking hilarious. My mom's like 73. She's gonna be 73, and she does not look it. That's where I get my good looks from, baby. Because I'm an old man, and I don't look like an old man. I got some fucking grays and. I got bags under my eyes, and I got stress in my face for sure. But I hold a pretty relatively young look. I don't got a lot of wrinkles and shit.
And also, you like don't have a lot of like face pimple problems. Whereas if I eat a certain amount of like real sugar, I'm like, great, there's a pimple.
We look young in our family, and that's pretty good, I guess. I'll take it. Yar, I'll be taking that. Oh, I know what I want to smoke. Pink Panther. Got a review coming out on this soon. There's a pure CBD. I know, people are like, CBD, blah. Dude, this is some of the best shit you will fucking ever take. Look at the color of that, for starters, right? Oh,
it's kind of like this. But that's a different CBD.
This is Pink Panther CBD from High Alpine Genetics. Oh, if you live in the States, you can get it from them. They sell seeds. It's pure CBD. There's no THC in this at all. This is like government accepted.
What is this?
What is that? That's the thing you took. Yeah, that's your thing, isn't it?
No, but you're saying the percentage. What is this?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't tested it, but it's supposed to be tested somewhere between 8 and 8 and 10 and 10. It's low THC. I mean, it could be it could be less than that. I could be really fluffing it up. Maybe I grew it like crap and it's only 6. But it tastes amazing, so I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But I gotta add a count to the beard. Now, is Bunny ahead of me one? Did we forget to count Bunny on a dab, or did I actually catch up? Can anybody confirm, did I catch up with Bunny right now, or did we miss a fucking dab of hers? This is crazy stuff. This CBD is so good. I got a little tester thing sent to me, a gram or 2, maybe even. It might have been 2 grams, I don't know. I can't remember now. But it was so fucking good, I was like, oh my God, I have to get a little bit more of that. And I got some of their genetics, so I might end up growing one of these strains one day and checking it out and making some extracts for myself. CBD extracts are a little bit more complicated than high THC extracts. Canna, will you stop? Do you hear all that ripping? And Bunny wiggling is trying to get him off. He's fucking with the chair.
He actually used his little itty bitty claws.
Bunny is at 7. Is she at 7 now because she just had a dab?
Yes.
Or is she at 8 now because she just had a dab?
No.
All right. I ain't trying to fucking cheat, man. She fucking wins all the time. I don't even care. Can you not with my elbow? She's like fucking with the one spot. It's like, well, there's like a skull mushroom cloud stupid
I know,
thing
it's kind of funny.
There's kind of a thing there. I was going to say there's nothing tattooed on the elbow because this one's clean. That's actually kind of
a reason why I do that. Is like, it's kind of like I'm like fudging with his with his
I got
forehead.
A little bit of line work setting up for something, and I'm like, no, fuck that, man. That hurts like shit. Like, just the lines were like unbearable on that.
On the elbow?
Yeah, that was insane, man. The elbow's bad. Really bad. I've tattooed a lot of spider webs and shit on elbows and fire and stuff, and people want to get it tattooed, but oh my God. 8? People are saying 8? Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking right there.
Last time I got free sample one. I went to shop,
I think I have to
didn't
agree.
even remember what it was. Best clear liquid dabs ever taken. What? Oh, you got a sample dab? Or like a sample seed that you made into a dab?
probably free sample dabs.
Okay.
Okay, well, I better catch up to at least 7 here. I think I want another fucking... You gotta hit that CBD a little hotter than normal, to be honest. CBD has a bit higher of a combustion.
Because I had to be careful, but I got that taste that I was looking for with yours, that cherry.
Yeah, you gotta hit it a little warmer, like just a second or two. It's different, man.
I know, but it tastes good. Because I've had some CBD or like 50/50s or whatever they were, and they didn't taste good.
Oh wow, that's so good. I don't know. I don't know. I got fucking too many sound things. Most of them are sound stuff. But wow, very good, man. Whoa. It kind of silvers you up, though. That's one thing that's interesting. When you're dabbing along here and you're getting a little, whoa, it's getting a little heavy. Grab yourself your CBD. I'm assuming like everybody's got a fucking smorgasbord like Beard does, but whatever, man. Let's say you got some THC and just some CBD, okay? You only need 2 here. But let's say you're dabbing on your THC a whole bunch and you're like, holy fuck, I'm getting like fucking wrecked here. Have a good dab on your CBD and that'll fucking even you out a little bit. It's weird. That's the problem with CBD and terps, because terps are burnt into benzenes before you can get to the CBD and the vaporization. Yeah. So super really good. You got to pick that sort of, there's a very fine kind of different window for like, do you want the heavy CBD effect or do you want like more flavor, or do you want to kind of hit it somewhere in that middle section, kind of trying to hit that. Again, this is some shit. Soon, I promise you, I am still been slowly, like really slowly. I know it's been a fucking slog, but I kind of want to get my video right this time. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but some of my videos like that have been ramping up heavily in quality when I do them. Like my first dab school was just me like sitting, it's like one single shot, nothing to it. Second one was pretty fucking in depth. This third one is going to be even more in depth, which is why it's taking so much fucking longer. And I'll tell you this, it's the first video I've written a script on in years.
Ooh,
how about that?
Yum.
It's the last one was actually episode 102. The last one I had a fucking script for.
Boop.
Yeah, you showboater. I'm actually at 7. I had a dab there.
CANNABEARD.
Oh, that's what it was. It was a. I see what it was. Yes.
Are there freshwater shrimp?
Is there freshwater shrimp? Yeah, we've had some. Actually, I don't know if I had the shrimp. I don't know if there was shrimp in there when you were there.
No, we had frogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think the shrimp were there anymore.
And the ones that
They're
stuck themselves to things.
There's like honestly, there's a small window, and they're all kind of the same size, but they come in different colors. There's like clear ones they call ghost shrimp. There's little blue ones. There's little red ones called cherry shrimp. There's these little spotted ones called I want to say a mono
if you got
shrimp
a rainbow,
or something.
would they still go around?
There's a couple of the shrimp that you can get together, but there's certain ones that'll fucking battle.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's unethical, and I would never do that. But it would be kind of like, in theory, kind of cool to get a whole bunch of these two shrimps that don't like each other and put them in there and have a battle arena and see who wins. But that's pretty unethical and horrible, and I wouldn't do that. But
no, I want them to live.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to. There's some spectacle in it, but I couldn't do that, man. Not even. That's why there's a game called Battle. What's it called? Battle Simulator? Totally Realistic Battle Simulator or something like that? I forget what it's called, but there's a game like this where you can just do this. You can set up goldfish versus sharks and see what the fuck happens. And it's a game, I think.
I lost my train of thought.
Hey, Burntwood, can you please send me that into a... Can you send me that link as a private message, please, on the Discord or something? Shrimp fights, that's funny shit right there. See what I'm saying? Like, there's a concept there. Like, it seems like I just don't want to see things killing each other, like, for entertainment purposes. That seems pretty gladiator bullshit. And again, I don't want to, like, I mean, it's different when you're feeding live fish or something to a bigger fish, and that's just its food. But you're not getting, like, two... Like dog fights and chicken fights and stuff. That's not okay. That's not okay. Now, if you're feeding a chicken, a small baby chicken, to a snake because that's what you have for a fucking animal, whatever, man. That's what you're doing. That's not unethical. That's just the fucking food chain. But pitting things against each other for entertainment is weird. Even though I have a slight human weird nature to want to see this, but I just can't do it. Or really want to...
Totally off topic, I want a fur tube.
A fur tube?
Yes.
What do you mean? Oh, a ferret?
Yes.
Yeah, ferrets are fun.
Ants Canada does videos like that.
I watch Ants Canada. And,
I don't.
And yes, he does sort of do videos like that, but he kind of does it in a bit more of an ethical way. He does it to... reduce populations. He does it to wipe out species that he doesn't want anymore. He does it for reasons. He doesn't just do it for... Like, he kind of does it for entertainment, but, like... You're right, though. He does kind of do that sometimes. He does pit creatures against each other. But, again, generally... I watched the dude, so I kind of know what you're talking about. He does sort of generally tend to do it for a reason, like he's trying to get rid of something or cull a population or keep a population in balance or something. So he puts a predator into their tank to make sure their numbers don't get too high, etc. And interesting, though. What's my favorite dog breed? I want a Pomeranian. If anybody wants to fucking hook CANNABEARD up with a Pomeranian, I want a Pom so fucking bad. I can't afford one. They're so fucking expensive, but oh my god, I want a little Pom. Maybe not a teacup, but like a smaller Pom variety. I want a Pom really bad. Please, 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 universe, find a Pom to my... Also, we want a Pom to grow up with Canna. Canna's only like 2 years old. He's a young cat still. And he's got energy. We want to get another pet, but we don't want to get just another cat. We kind of want a dog.
But I do want a dog.
She wants a big dog, but we got an okay yard, but I don't want it to turn into a landmine field out there. I do want a Pom really bad, though, for real.
I guess for me, the other one I want is
They're so fucking smart and funny.
I want a walking potato.
Yep. Yeah, I want a little buddy. That'd be cool. It would get me out of the house walking more. That's the thing I've been thinking about, too. It'll force me to go for walks.
Poms, you need at least about 1 to 2 walks a day.
Yeah, they need to go for walks.
Frenchies are probably good for, like, a walk. I want a Frenchie, and that's, like, a different
Yeah,
thing.
she wants Frenchies or...
A Frenchie or the
We're definitely
Boston
wanting
Terrier.
a smaller dog, for
Boston
sure. We want a dog the size of...
dogs?
You know, smaller, either smaller or equal to our cat.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
Boston Terriers, or sometimes they're often mixed with Frenchies to be a bit more slimmer.
I tell you though, if I had a big yard, if we ever end up, moving up to a bigger property out in the valley a little bit further with a bit more of a yard and actually get the sort of like the farm style dream that we're trying to get, we'll get us a fucking golden retriever or something for sure. Mm-hmm. We'll get us a big old golden labradoodle or something like that. Some big old, one of those. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole variety of bigger,
Golden
somewhere between Goldens and Labs
Shepherd.
and all these things that are fucking such good dogs,
Australian
man.
Shepherds are
Good dogs.
Australian Shepherds are adorable.
Yeah, there's a lot of dogs. Dogs are fun.
I didn't know that until I had one. I can't remember how long ago it was. But he was basically a mutt, but he was... He was a golden retriever, pit bull.
Johnny Blaze! Well, it's John Blaze, but hey, welcome.
Staffordshire Bull Terriers. Oh, the one I guess was a mutt, but he was golden retriever, pit bull,
Yeah, come here, buddy.
and
I'll turn on the fan.
Labrador, and like a few other things. but he looked like he had a permanent smile on his face.
Is
You know
there
what I'm talking about? The dogs that have a smile on their face.
Oh, there's a lot of dogs that look pretty smiley.
I know, but we had a very smiley one, and he
Is
had like
there-
a pure white coat that we kept all nice and white.
This
Yeah.
is that stuff I just crushed. I want another dab of that.
Okay.
You can tell that it's not.
Yeah.
Jacob Rose says you seem like a Shih Tzu. A Shih Tzu. Hold on a second. Let me take a look here. No. Nah.
Maybe when they're
I
cut
mean,
like
they're
that.
kind of cute. Yeah, they're not too bad. I honestly want a palm, man. Palm for sure.
No, he wants a fucking
I
cloud.
want a small palm.
He wants a fucking cloud.
A cloud, yeah. No, come on. Oh, god damn it. She's just got to stay ahead of me. She's like, oh, he's catching up. Give me that fucking thing quick.
We were talking about that, and I want this.
Yes, I agree, Windsor. There's a reason I haven't just jumped on a cheap palm breed or somebody selling one on fucking Facebook groups and stuff. Because of those reasons. Because you want to make sure that you're getting a good breed. You're getting it from a respected breeder who's got a good lineage. And if you do that, you're paying like $3,000 or something, or at least $2,000. You know what I mean? Like, they're not cheap. But it's not something that's why it's a pipe dream. I want one, but I can't afford that, man. I'm a YouTuber. I don't make no fucking money. Join the Patreon. Help me get a doggo. Seriously. We should start a doggo fund. Okay, no. A doggo fund is a funny idea, but in all honesty, in all seriousness, we got a wedding coming up next year. And that's honestly more important than a doggo. I would love, maybe somebody give us a doggo as a wedding gift. But we got a wedding coming up next year, and that's far more important than a doggo. We got house payments, fucking some shit, this, that, and the other, and we're on disability, and we make fuck all on YouTube, so please join the Patreon.
Yeah, and I was about to get a job, like, very, very, very quick, and then I broke
She
my
was lined up
foot.
for a job at this fucking farm, and she broke her leg, like, week 1, which she was about to start, pretty much. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
There we go. This is Bunny's Grow, by the way.
Yeah, I do see what you mean by it's a little green, but it has great flavor, but it's green. So
Well,
I'm like, I love it, but it's
the
green.
reason there's a little bit of chlorophyll and green flavor is because it's not fully dried yet. It's like...
I could tell because when I was trimming it, some were still wet and some were like pure dry.
It's like... This is kind of the spot. This is what you kind of want to do. When you're drying out your weed, you kind of want to dry it until it hits that level where it's still got some slight bit of squishy to it. But then some areas are maybe too dry. And when you cure it and put it into a jar, it's what happens is they kind of equalize. The areas that are maybe a little too dry kind of pull some of the moisture from the areas that are a little too wet still.
Oh, a boxer.
And
yes.
the chlorophylls and stuff. Again, Burntwood can probably, I don't want him to make him work or correct me here or anything, but the chlorophylls take time to like break down, and I don't understand or I'm way too stoned to be pitching you guys the exact. What the heck are you doing? Pitching you guys the exact.
the bee's face.
Oh, you're squishing the bee. I'm like, what are you doing? To be able to like spit the science on this right now when I'm this fucking baked, when I'm 9 dabs in.
Some of those are CBD.
Yeah, that's why my numbers are hitting so high tonight, because some of this shit has been. These two are both CBD. If I'm dabbing on CBD, I got the pure CBD right here, and then we got high CBD, low THC right here. This is a nice, good. This is my daily driver. This is my everyday just sort of medicine. I can smoke this all day long. It doesn't fuck me up. It keeps me relaxed. It keeps me
It did
fucking
kind of
right where I
become
want
my
to be.
daily-
Love this shit.
With my other one is a flavor that I have upstairs usually. I don't have anything, I think, upstairs right now.
Yeah, some of this other stuff, some of the higher THCs are like a little bit like recreational, sort of. Like I like them to get, high. But I love my sativas. This is the Freak Show. I did a video. Check it out. There's a whole video on this stuff right here.
It's a sativa.
It's a very, very high sativa. It's an 80% sativa. It's pretty zippy. It's pretty flavorful. It's interesting. One of my favorite plants I've grown in a long time. Because of its beauty and weirdness. It was such an adventure to grow. I highly, highly recommend Freak Show strain if you can get it. Check it out, man. It was trip. If you do order some from Humboldt or anything, man, tell them that CANNABEARD sent you. Say CANNABEARD's video sent me here, man. I did a whole video on it. Go check it out. It's I like the video. I'm very proud of this video. Again, some of my edited videos I think are getting better as I go on, but they take longer to produce. Which is why I live stream. It's so much easier on the fucking system. It's more my speed. I'm growing Super Freak. Good luck. That one hermied on me. That one's a regular seed. That one's not feminized. So good luck. Watch out for balls. But by the way, be aware. The pods on the female look like balls. Now there's a difference. Give it a bit of time. Let the flowers develop before you totally freak out. I'm pretty sure I cut down at least one female thinking it was a fucking male because the flowers look weird. They all look weird on the Freak Show. Super Freak was very weird. And most of my Freak Show Super Freak went male. And I just couldn't keep the whole tent going. A fucking 8x4 tent going with like 2 plants. Also, my duckfoot went fucking male on me. So I had 2 for sure female out of like 6. And I was like, ugh. So I shut the whole tent down and took 1 plant out, separated it. Anyway, it explains in that video. You can go check it out if you want. That's the Freak Show Seed to Harvest? Is that what it's called? Let me just Google this. Let me go. Freak Show Grow. Yeah, there it is. Freak Show Seed to Harvest. It's there. It's a big black cover with this plant and it says a nice font there. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, man. What a fucking serious pleasure to grow that thing, though, man. That was a lot of fun. There's a whole series on it, too.
Hard to describe what the taste is.
It's sweet and fruity with a vanilla-y, fruity something, maybe. It is hard to describe, but it's good. I don't love it. It's not my favorite thing I've ever grown, but I'm honestly excited for the next time I do grow it, because I will grow it again, because it was fun and I like the taste. And it's a good video series, man. It's such a trip to watch. Oi.
Pirate Jesse.
Yar. I thought I'd wear my pirate hat. It was sitting over there.
I got warm, so I put my hair up.
I like my pirate hat. I kind of miss the Sea of Thieves days, but I'll be honest, man. I've tried multiple times to get back into Sea of Thieves. And the love is gone right now. It's the same fucking thing with new things. Nothing has changed except that I suck more at the game and everybody else got way better and I get sunk by everybody now. Yeah.
It's just one of those games where if you take any time off, it's like,
Yeah, you got to be like really competitive or get good scrub and you get sunked, man. You get sunk. You get sunk by a galleon when you're solo and get good scrub. Alright, whatever. I don't know, and it's not even that, man. I don't even give a fuck about PvP. I was always a role player when it came to Sea of Thieves, and I really liked the adventure with my friends. Oh shit! I just touched that fucking thing.
ooh.
It was a good thing. It was just a twack. But I enjoyed the adventure with my friends, and even that, man, started to get like repetitive, and I couldn't do it anymore, man. Sea of Thieves, I love you. I wish you all the best. It's not me. it's you. I'm just, or maybe it's me. I don't know. Fucking whatever. I love you, but I gotta separate with you. I'm keeping the hat though. I'm keeping the hat, and I'll fucking check in on you once in a while because I do love you. But I just can't play that fucking game anymore. I just can't. I think I'm done. Yeah. I covered it on my channel for a long time too. That's the other thing, as I deep dove into the thing. Bunny hitting 11. Just crushing me. Fucking. I don't know. Fuck. My soundboard is all over the board. Holy shit, that was loud. Okay, hold on. I can adjust that. That was pretty loud. So we got beard deck and bunny deck, and that was the yay.
Yes.
So here, let's turn that down just to like let's try that again. Yeah, that's a little better. It kind of shocked me a little bit. Like, check out the other ones. The wow looks a little rough. Yeah, that's a little high. We can turn that down just to like there. And then Yoshi. He can be loud. It's cool. There we go. You're good. You're good. Oh.
A lemonberry skunk.
So, to answer your burning question, again, for anybody that just didn't catch the very beginning of the episode or anything about my addiction here, I'm talking about Rust. I'm talking about that fucking PvP building survival insanity game, grief game of doom with naked people running after, bonking you with rocks and screaming at you while they're flapping in the wind. Oh my god, that game has...
Did you buy the skull one?
No, it's expensive. I'm humming and hawing about it. But I'm honest to God, straight up, highly addicted to this game right now. I'm sorry, anybody that I'm neglecting. I'm trying. Hit me up, message me, and be like, hey, don't forget about me right now if I've forgotten about anything right now. I think I'm trying to keep on my game. My videos are slacking a little bit, but I'm so having fun. I'm just having fun for a little bit. But I promise you this. Here's what I'm saying. I'm admitting to my addiction, and I've got to curb it a little bit. So what I'm going to do here is in this next week, I'm going to figure out a schedule, and I'm only going to play Twitch on these nights or whatever during these hours. Maybe now and then extra, but those are my scheduled times, and then I'm going to have breaks. I'm going to stop. I'm going to say, no, it's not a fucking Twitch day today. No Rust today. Today is movie night or something or whatever, or working on a fucking video night. And that's the other thing. I need to schedule my time a little bit more. I'm getting busy. I'm getting too busy right now. We got spring coming. I got a lot of shit I got to do in the yard. I'm going to be shuffling a lot of my grows around. I'm just in the middle of a harvest and a redo of one of my grows. There is a lot going on. And I'm like balls deep fucking gargling on that Rust video game right now. I can't help it. Oh my God. Am I playing today? Yes. Yeah, I'm going to be playing today a little bit.
He's a munchkin. He's a little munchkin.
Yes, that's kind of the other reason I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to pitch it. I'm growing pot in that game. That's like what I'm doing. Do I have the video on here? I'm going to say probably no. Weed fractal, weed field. No, but I can add it. I'm going to show you a little thing here, a little clip I've got of the weed thing in the game. It's kind of amazing, man. I'm really, really interested in it. There's genetics. You can grow genetics. You can clone plants in this game. It's a PvP game. And you can clone cannabis and crossbreed. It's fucking nuts. I've got a whole garden, automated watering system, and lights and shit and heaters. Dude, it's fucked up. I'm growing pot in Rust. It's fucked up, man. You gotta check it out. But, here it is right here. Bonk. Here, I'll make it a little smaller. Kind of stick it in here a little bit. Bonk. But there you go. This is like a time lapse or whatever. But this is some of my garden going on. And when you see any of those plants do a little sparkle, if you see a little sparkle coming off one of those plants, you can see them growing and stuff, some of them. But when the sparkles happen, that means there was a crossbreed happening. And that one of the genetics took on genetics from the plants beside it. And you can clone plants, so you can surround a plant that's growing by other things, and they'll all crossbreed and create these hybrids between themselves. It's fucking weird, dude. It's so hard to explain. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's super cool. I'm a nerd. I love it. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. I'll put it away. And I'll have a dab again and stop talking about it. But follow me on Twitch. I'll be playing later. I just fucking like anything I can grow, any video game I can grow weed in. I'm all about it. And the game is fucking badass. But, okay, I'll shut up. It's my new addiction. And that's why I'm saying I'm going to have to curb myself and find a happy balance, man. Because it's been a fun week or two, but it's been getting out of hand. Spending too much time. Doesn't mean I'm not going to spend more time today. Get my fix. Okay, I'll shut up for real now. It's dab time, motherfucking dab time. I need the dab B. You got the dab B? Call it in there. Yeah, press it again. You got to double press the B. Thank you.
What?
Because it's not a timed thing. When you press it, it turns it on, and it's not a loop. It's a single thing, so it's been turned on. And now if you want to turn it on again, you need to turn it off, and then turn it back on, and it'll reactivate it. Does that make sense? It plays and then stops.
Yep.
But it's been turned on now. It's a switch, like a light switch. It plays and stops. And then if you want it to trigger again, you need to turn off the light and flick it back on, and it'll play again. I believe there's things I could do to make it so that you could press it repeatedly, and it'll just keep starting over and over again like that, so that it'll just fire off. But I would have to look into that. Man, that was Freak Show, I believe, again. And I did take a dab, so I am hitting that number. Can I have a sip of your iced tea, please? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm doing good today. Look at this shit. I hit 10. How? This might be a first. Somebody might need to take a screenshot of this shit. Hold on. Where is it? There. Somebody take a screenshot of this shit. Bam! Funny. Burp. Or whatever. I can go back and grab one later. But legit, check that shit out. We hit double digits today. That's the first time I think we've both hit double digits on a time that wasn't a 420 event or something like that. Like a big event. Interesting. Hey, welcome back, Crypto Man. My spine is killing me. Uh-oh. Well, you better kill your spine then first before it kills you. Go in there and fucking kill that spine. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't kill your spine. That's the thing that holds you upright. But that sucks, man. Back problems, I'm assuming. Is it 420 somewhere? Oh, it is 420 somewhere. Hold on.
Yeah. I have the worst taste in my mouth.
It is 420 in Chicago, Salem, Houston, Mexico City, Winnipeg, and a few other places. Happy 420, y'all. Cheese, baby, cheese. Just like the shirt.
A scar on your elbow, too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a weird cut on somewhere there. I forget what it did.
Right there.
Something as a kid, yeah. I can't remember.
I have one on my knee, but I remember what I did. I was running too fast down a steep hill, and I hit my knee.
Yeah, the elbow one I honestly don't remember. I know it's there, but I can't remember what did it. I must have been young or something. Hey, check it out. I tied the shit. 11-11, baby.
No.
I know you're gonna fucking go ahead. It's okay. You can take the lead as always.
520 here. Oh, look, 222.
Ooh. Oh.
Can I have this?
Oh, yeah, go for it. Yeah, whatever you want, honey. You can smoke whatever you want.
I don't even know what these are, but I remember one of these I don't...
Mm.
I remember I don't
get out of
like
here, clock.
one of these.
Get out of here. Yeah. There you go. I got some, I don't want to say labored breathing. This is what we like to call in the stoner community as manual breathing. In and out. You gotta like, you're so high, you're like aware of your breathing. And you're like borderline wheezy. You're not wheezing, you just need breaths. So it's like,
Air.
it's like manual breathing. You're aware. It's such a weird thing when you get high and you become aware of body functions and you're like, oh shit, now I gotta pay attention to this shit. 11 deep though, man. This might be a CANNABEARD record on here.
Yes.
I think it is. To be fair, again, pure CBD dabs, like I said, bring you down a little bit. Like you get, as you peak up a little bit, you get, I'm not trying to say that like a CBD dab can fucking, but it kind of does. It'll bring you kind of back down a little bit to a bit of a plateau and kind of chill you out a little bit if you're, it's almost like an anti-THC. Yep. Now here's the thing. This is what's really weird about, I don't understand this very good, but from my understanding, from my CANNABEARD bro science fucking limited knowledge of this, it's something like this. THC and CBD work like a yin-yang, okay? There is a percentage. You can have like super high CBD, but you still want a little bit of that little blob of THC to balance out and to make them flow correctly. Same on the opposite. If you want high THC, a little tiny bit of CBD in there, just a little sneaky in there, does a lot that you're not really thinking about, that actually makes a lot of good effect. If you're actually looking for any form of medical, whether it's just relaxing or feeling good, hey man, there's nothing wrong with feeling good. That can be a medicine in itself. But what I'm getting at is the percentages and whatnot. I don't know these things or exactly how they work, but from what I understand, they work better together, if that makes sense. So, if you are doing, on the same note, if you're doing a bunch of, that's a bad example, THC, and you take a big dab of pure CBD, it's gonna fucking wave in a lot of that CBD and override some of this, the CBD, and kind of balance it out a bit, bring that high down a little bit, and kind of vice versa. Obviously, if you're smoking a whole bunch of CBD and feeling all that sort of, there is effect from CBD. It's harder to fucking describe. It's not as easy as like you feel good, man. You feel high. It's still a fucking feeling, and I do enjoy it. But then you can kind of wave that in with a little bit of CBD and THC, and kind of override that a little bit. So there is like balances here to be had. I don't understand all of the equations and the math to be able to say you do this to do that, but it does seem that when you smoke a good strong CBD while getting really high on the THCs, it balances you back out a little bit. It relaxes you a little bit, and maybe brings you down a smidge. You're peaking. You're all the way up here like, oh my God, I'm so fucking high. You know, some people get so high they can't talk and function. I get high and I don't shut up.
Yeah.
That's a real
but
thing.
I've seen that, but that was because it was a younger sibling trying to beat an older sibling, so the older one filled up the bong with a dab, or at least a hit, and the younger one took it and just could not stop laughing.
Snoop Dogg chatted on lacing weed with mushrooms. I smoked mushrooms when I was a kid. I fucking talked to a tree or something for hours. I was fucking either high as shit or stupid as shit. Maybe both. I don't know. What's he doing?
Hey.
What is he doing? He's ripping on something down there.
No.
What? You're usually a good kitty. What are you doing? Sit down.
Spider?
He might found a spider. Canna is a spider eater. It's good. We trained him as a kitten. We found spiders in the house. We got a lot of spiders in this fucking house. I hate that. That's one thing I don't like about this fucking house. It's a fucking spider house. But we've trained Canna to eat them. He fucking boop, boop, boop. He plays with them and eats them. God, I hope he never gets a fucking black widow or something. But he straight up fucking eats spiders and boops the shit out of them. And fucking, yeah. It's fucking great. Yeah, man. I gotta call my mom here after this is all done. Maybe go fucking... I went garage sale. I spent like 5.5 hours garage sailing with my mom yesterday, and it was awesome. I didn't buy too much. I bought a couple of little things, a couple of cool knickknacks. But it was just fun, man. Me and my mom used to go garage sailing all the time as a kid. And shit, man. My mom's 70 in her mid-70s now. She's getting old. She's not going to be able to do this for too much longer. So I am so grateful that in my older life, I've come back home. You know what I mean? As an adult, it's interesting how, like a salmon, man. I fucking swam away for a while, and now I came back home. But it's true. But it's true, man. It feels good. It feels good to be back here. This feels right here. That's for sure. I like what I've done. It's what needed in my world, and it's given me balance, man. Whatever happened, it seemed to be the right move. Man, okay. There are black widows in North America everywhere. However, we don't have like black widow. I've never even fucking seen one out here. We don't have hardly any. We have wolf spiders, and honestly, he won't eat. We're talking these little tiny black spiders that are this big or daddy long legs. He just boops them and eats them.
You sure we're watching?
And bugs like flies and shit, man. He's a fucking bug catcher. He likes it. It's fun. It's like you should see him with a laser pointer. Holy fuck. Canna is an absolute. He is laser focused. If we touch the laser pointer has this little tiny 3-link chain at the end of it. And if we touch it and that chain moves,
like, yes, he's young, but he's not.
He comes running out like this at full alert, bro. Everything's peaked up. His tail fluffs up, and he's like, "Where is it? I heard that sound. I know it's somewhere." And he's like, "Where's that laser? Where's that laser?" He's so focused. It is fucking hilarious, man. Oh my god. God, it's funny. Yeah, poisonous spiders are really, really rare here, man. We got a lot of stupid spiders that just cause webs. They bite us once in a while, and Bunny's been bitten by a couple spiders. They like her. She must be freaking tasty or something.
Okay. What are you doing?
She's been bitten by a few spiders and had a couple of pretty good welts, man. One of them even got a little bit bad, and that might have been a bad spider, or it just was in a back of the leg thing. I don't want to get too much detail. Anyway, whatever. It's just most spider bites are just a fucking like a big fat zit or something. It's just, ow, I got bit by something, and it fucking goes away. Not a big deal, not too poisonous, just a fucking, you got bit by something. However,
he's not really a kitten age anymore. He's more of a cat.
Yeah. Come here, buddy. Come here, spider killer. I watched you eat a spider last night. These little tiny spiders.
There's this one he just wouldn't let go, and it was like, it's getting too close to me. Smack.
Look at this chill little buddy. Yeah. This cat is cool, man. I mean, you can say I want a dog too. I'm not like, I'm kind of a cat guy. I got a cat tattoo. I'm kind of a cat dude for sure. But I do want a dog. I've had dogs before. Again, I want a little dog. I want a dog that can be buddies with my cat. And we got like kind of a kind of a cramped house, too. We can't really have a big dog here, too. It would knock everything over.
It would. That's why I'd be okay with a potato.
And, like, look at this thing, man. How can you not, like... Look at how chill this dude is. Hey, buddy.
It's like, hey.
Oh, sorry. There. That's better. Not many cats would put up with this nonsense. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah, okay. He's feeling a little bit vulnerable right now. I'm sorry, little buddy. You want to go? Okay. Too much. I fucked with his tummy. I'm sorry. Here, I'm gonna scrub your tummy anyway. Oh, I'm getting the wrist bites for that. Mwah. No, he's a good cat, man. He's a lot of fun, this guy. But he definitely needs a friend. I definitely want to get him a friend. One day, we'll get him a little dog or something. Yeah, I don't know. Again, wedding first, then dog after. Priorities, man. Priorities. We're having a pretty small ass wedding, so we're not doing too fucking much. But anyway, I'm actually gonna wrap it up right about there. We're actually at an hour and a half, man. We had a fucking badass fucking time tonight. Don't forget to smash that like button. Heck, if you got another account, come on over with your other account. Smash it again. That'd be fucking great. You can fucking spam the likes if you want. Feel free. That's your prerogative. Not asking you to do that, but if you were to do that, I wouldn't say no. How about that? And happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. I agree, 100%. I already said that, but I'll say it again because it's true. Shit, I don't know, man. I'm baked. We gotta go. We got shit to do.
I'm hungry.
I will be on Rust today, but it'll probably be a couple hours. More like early evening or something I'll be on. Anyway, have a fucking good one, and I'll see you soon.